hive cluster is under attack.
For the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, going to be a match between Vandal and Terror. Here on Heartbreak Ridge, left side is our red Protoss, it is Vandal. Spamming 400 APM, and on the right side we've got Terror. Under his very common Smurf name for him, and it's 1A, 2A, 3A. So it's going to be a ZVP here on Heartbreak Ridge. A very popular map back around the 2008 era of StarCraft Brood War. It's a two-player map, and I feel like you guys are familiar with it, so I'm not going to talk about the features of it. Terry, the Overlord, is scouting out the right way, which is not hard to do on a two-player map. That's right. Go in the right direction. Don't die to any Dragoons, man. And Probe moving out for... Okay, cool. Just going for, expand timings here. Not going for a one-pace opening of any sort whatsoever. Terror's got some options here. He can pool first. Well, it's a little late to go pool first, but he can go over pool and he can go hatch first, depending on what he's into here. So yeah, this is a Patreon game. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I do appreciate you out there. Really love you all. You're going to be watching this in the month of August 2022. And if you're watching this in September, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It's a way to support me without losing any of your own money at all. It just helps the algorithm know that I'm here. And maybe leave a comment. I read every single comment that anybody ever makes on any of my videos. There's an overpool timing here from Terror. And is this going to be a Nexus first? We're saving up some minerals here. I'm going to throw down a Forge just to be safe, right? Because it's an overpool? Yeah, throwing down a Forge for the overpool, just respecting Terror. He was very good with Lings. Terror likes Ling flooding, and he's very good at it. That's not all that he can do. He's very good with Dark Swarm and Plague and Hydras and Lurkers and Mutas and all that fun stuff. But you just have to respect his early Ling flood game, as Vandal is doing. Still over 400 APM. Terror, 415 APM. Winning the day. So throw up maybe one cannon and then throw down your Nexus. Oop. Oh, blocking the hatch, but nope. Got the hatch down. Yeah, throwing down one cannon and then the Nexus. Okay. Decisions. Oh, another cannon. Okay, so he actually sees 6 Lings cruising out here with this probe. Again, this probe's incredibly important. As a Protoss, if you lose this probe and you don't see how many Lings are coming across the map and you just kind of have to guess how many cannons you need and then you die, yeah, you're sad. So keep this probe alive. You can. It's going to be slow Lings for the most part. Not a big deal. So yeah, 2 cannons and then a Nexus, and feeling pretty good about it. Ling run by might be doable here. You could definitely, I mean, at this point, maybe not with 2 cannons firing on your dudes. Is it just 4 Lings? Did I miscount that? It's 5. Okay, and then 1's chasing. So it is 6. Third base coming up here, too. I like that. Recognizing, okay, it's a fast Nexus. Still no gateway from the Protoss. So he can't do anything to harm me. Cannons cannot move. Although, I will tell you, in the beta of StarCraft 2, they kind of experimented a little bit with the concept of cannons being able to move within pylon fields. So, like, if you have cannons here and then mutas show up, you just put them into warp mode and go whoop, and you put them back here, and then they re-come in. And it's amazing. It was so good. It was so overpowered, though. That never even made it into the final build of the game. But for a while, it was in there. It was something they were kind of messing around with. And it was fun. It was a fun idea. Every Protoss player was like, oh, yeah, that'd be so amazing. But no. Didn't even come into StarCraft 2 for all the changes they made there. Yeah, I mean... Finally, when I said there wasn't a gateway, I mean, there is a gateway. Anyway, Cybernetics core is coming in. Neat stuff. Maybe some Zealot pressure. These Lings are what the probe is on the other side, right? They're scouting. How many Zealots are being made? Are they being sent across the map? I don't know. Let's find out. Dude, this probe, though, sees the lair timing. I mean, already scouted the lair timing, but whatever. Third base done. I don't know if the probe has found the third base, but I think the probe has to assume there's a third, because there's not a hatchery, right? Not a macro hatch, rather, and there's not a Hydralisk den. So, both players just kind of keeping a wary eye on each other. Stargate coming in, baby! Oh yeah, get them beautiful Corsairs out. CORSAIR is a car brand, I want to say. Hang on a second. I'm going to look this up because, by golly, nothing is happening here at all. I mean, it's a brand of gaming accessories. There's a CORSAIR plane, and there's a car made by Lincoln, the Lincoln CORSAIR. So there you go. So it's a plane. It's a brand of gaming accessories like headphones and mice and stuff. It's a very important unit in StarCraft Brood War, and it's a car. Well, more of an SUV than a car, but anyway. Yeah, so 3 Zealots are here. Ling's doing a great job staying alive. They're not going to kill the... Oh, my... Nah, Vandal, buddy. Oh, you can't lose that guy. You got to pull him back. Okay, a little bit sloppy play here from Vandal as APM has dropped down to 340. Terrorist is down to 372. It's hard to keep 400 APM through the course of an entire game. Flash can do it. Flash is kind of gone now, kind of retired. In military, I don't know. Somebody could tell me what's going on with Flash, like you know what's going on. I'd be very impressed because he was announced to go into the military and then he didn't go. And then he didn't go. I don't think he ever actually left. And then he just kind of disappeared. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, is this probe going to die? Metabolic boost isn't done yet. So the probe really should not die until speed is done. And it won't. I mean, speed's coming in quickly. So nice job staying alive inside the Zerg base. Sees the Spire. I mean... Sees the timing on the second gas here. Sees the Hydralisk den. I mean, this probe is going to die, but this probe definitely earned its keep here. And it's dead as soon as Metabolic Boost finishes. There you go. I like this right here. This little SimCity setup. It's nice. Zealots have a really hard time getting into that. And then same thing here. SimCity just kind of straight across is what Terra's going for here today rather than going up and down vertically. Intriguing. Scourge are out. They're going to chase the CORSAIR all the way home. They really should not catch it. But again, Vandal lost a Zealot for nothing earlier today. And by that I mean like a minute and a half ago. So maybe... Nah, Scourge peel off. They don't want to run into cannons. They know there's cannons there. No cannons in the main base yet, but they're on the way. And Scourge scouting out, trying to see what's up. They see the additional gateways coming in. 3 gates. They scouted the Citadel of Adun. Speed for the Zealots is coming in. A lot of Zealots are out. So Lurker aspect coming in quite nicely too. This is something you can do if you don't make Mutalisks as a Zerg player, as that gas can go directly into Lurker upgrade and making Lurkers, which is nice. So the Lings are trying to delay this Zealot attack for the Lurker upgrade to finish, and then, you know, to actually produce some Lurkers, because that's not an instantaneous process either. But that's what the Sunken is for back here. That's why there's 1 Hydra. So this is a little bit dangerous here at the 3rd base. You got to defend both, because Zealots can very easily run into the natural or into the 3rd base. As a Protoss player, you kind of have that power to decide where you want this engagement to happen. And, well, all right, natural base it is. Sunken getting some hits off. Lings know they can't stand directly against them. They just pull back. They let the Zealots kind of do whatever they want here. As long as the Sunken is getting shots off, that's what all that really matters right now. 2 Sunkens would be better, but you know what? I would have got 2 Sunkens, but Terra says 1's enough. Thank you very much. So he's got the 1. Zealots got some kills here. Drones, a couple of them died. It is 38 drones, though, to 40 probes, which is not bad. From Terra. Something called KNet TV is watching. I don't know who KNet is. Maybe it was some streaming service in Korea back in, I don't know, 2008, 2009, right? When this game was played. Maybe 2010. Maybe 10, 11, or 12. That's, you know, 10 years ago now. Don't mind me. Oh, it is late mutas. All right. So Terra's making mutas for either the fact that he wants to harass these probe lines, like, or he wants to go after High Templars. Zealots, the Lurkers are out, though. So they're just going to... This is exactly like Speedlings in a ZVZ. Exactly like Speedlings in a ZVZ. You run in, you try to pick off individual drones and get out of there. You know you're going to die, maybe, but you're still going after individual drones because that's the easiest kill that you can get. They're very squishy, and rebuilding them sucks, and it hurts your opponent's economy until they do. So, all right, surprise Mutalisk transition here out of Terror. Does he have any High Templar to snipe? He's got a couple here at the natural base. Mutas come in, but man, cannon. And some Corsairs here too, so I don't know. Once again, Mutas are pretty good at clearing out this Zealot count too. Which, if that's what they want to do, they absolutely can. It just takes a million hits from, you know, 10 or so Mutalisks to kill these guys. Oh man, wipes them all out. That hurts. That really hurts. These Zealots know they're not making it home, so they killed a Hydra. That's for dead men to kill a Hydralisk. That's pretty good. It's honestly really fantastic. Nope, another Hydra down. Mutalisks. Okay, yeah. Like I said, Zealots are not making it home. This guy might. He's split off from his buddies, right? He's splitting out. They've got the +1 attack. Singularity charge is on the way. And, oh, look at this guy. He's not going to make it home, but what he's going to do is he's going to block this expansion. Amazing. And get a drone kill. What an absolute beast. Look at this guy. Meanwhile, Mutas are... Wow, they killed a Dragoon. That doesn't happen very much. The Scourge died. That was pretty good target firing there. Look at this guy. He's got 3 kills. He's not making it home, but he's making the best of the situation. He is a very, very solid, loyal, very brave, very effective soldier of ire here, and this Protoss commander. Wow, bunch of mutas. Not continuing with the muta production, though. More Hydralisks, getting speed upgrade for Overlords, getting more Lurkers out. And then, I don't know, I was trying to go for a 4th base up here, but once again, Bob the Zealot here, 2 brave employee of the Empire, a soldier of the Empire. Just, maybe you could send, like, 4 lings over here and kill him? I don't know. They're going to send the Hydras over for that instead. That seems fine, too. So he's brave. And that's it. He gets his 3 kills. He denies a base for a minute. You know, that's not a bad way to go. The average life of a Zealot is not any more effective than that. Corsair count is a lot, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's 7 Corsairs out. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. These mutos are not going to be able to do anything where the Corsairs are. Like, sometimes if there's 2 or 3 Corsairs, then yeah, you just kind of come in with a lot of mutas, you surround them, you split, right? But when there's this many, it just doesn't really help. A muta's not going to be the Corsair 1-to-1. 4th base is on the way, 12 o'clock from Terror now. 128 to 127 total supply, very close, which is not great for the Protoss. At 11 minutes, Terror has not really taken too many hits to his economy. This attack needs to do something for Vandal, or he's going to have a very low chance to win this game in the long run. And there's other things he can do to increase that chance later on. But I'm just saying, this is a very important time frame. Muta's not getting... Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe 2 High Templar died there? Maybe 1. It was kind of hard to see, but there's at least a High Templar remaining, and all the Mutas are dead. See, that's what I more expect to see from Mutalisks when they're made in his EVP, is they just kind of evaporate. Corsairs murderize them. Storm helps murderize them, you know? But if they got a couple High Templar there, they weren't really slated to do much damage otherwise. So sure, I'll accept it. 136 to 121 supply. Vandal's up. There we go. That's where he wants to be. Supply blocks. Okay, supply blocks, Terror. Reinforcements are not going to be extremely forthcoming. And here's our engagement. The storms are very important. Nice job storming on the Lurker, allowing the Hydras kind of dodge them if they need to. Not much you can do about that as a Protoss. And then just mass Hydra chasing away. He's like, I don't really have enough High Templar to defeat Hydra Lurker. I can deal with these Hydras, but once the Lurkers burrow in, it's just time to back out. That's exactly what Vandal is doing here. There's hunting Overlords, aren't they? Yeah. So that's a dead Overlord. These guys are kind of keeping near this pack of Overlords too. This is good Corsair control. This is not easy. Any Protoss player watching this now is like, yeah, man. Keeping Corsairs alive, hunting, looking for Overlords, looking for stuff to kill. It's not easy. You accidentally fly into packs of Hydras all the time. Same thing with Mutalisks. They do the same thing. They accidentally fly into packs of missile turrets and Marines and, you know, maybe Goliaths, and all of them die. Okay, but they're finding Overlords and just continuing to move on here. That's great. Almost basically supply blocking Terror there. Terror's 4th base is up. He's getting a 5th base top left, which does get scouted by these Corsairs. 3rd base is up and running for Vandal. And then it looks like Vandal's going to try to take the 6 o'clock too. So very macro-heavy, macro-oriented game. Dark Templar in production now for the Protoss Vandal. We've got a Defiler Mound on the way from the Zerg. As I said, Terror's very good with his Zergy spellcasters, especially the Defiler, which is really all anybody uses. Because, you know, Queens, you see them sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, Lings get a high... Lings pick off a High Templar there. Maybe 2? Just kind of largely donate themselves to this army, though. 143 to 123 supply. There we go. This is where Vandal wants to be. DT drop inside the main. All the Overlords have been murderized. Dude, Vandal. This is exactly how you beat a Zerg player. The DT Corsair play at 14 minutes. Getting the Spire, knocking Terror back down to 38 workers, and trying to push front here a little bit too. The Scourge, where are the Corsairs, the Scourge say? I don't know, but oh man, this main hatch dying sucks. Really stinks. Engagement pushing up towards the natural base. Vandal thinking about wanting to end this thing here, but maybe a little bit too greedy. Evolution Chamber denies the +1 melee attack for those Lings. Dude, I think the spawning pool is going to die too. Oh my gosh. He's not attacking them. Ah, the spawning pool and the hatchery died. Oh, and okay, these Hydras responding aren't, oh my gosh. Drone dies. Defiler dies. Defiler Mound is going to die. This is one of the more effective DT attacks I've ever seen. 11 kills, and 6 kills on these guys. Queen's Nest gonna die. The good news is the hive for Terror is at the natural base, but he just wiped out this entire... No. Finished off the Queen's Nest. Okay, all right, fine. You guys had a great, very highly accomplished mission there. Well done. 138 to 91 supply, 32 drones for Terror right now. He ends up Zealot and DTing, wiping out the top left base that Terror was going to get there, and he successfully expands at the 6 o'clock. So is Terror going to do a huge counterattack? The minimap indicates that, yeah, he's got Hydras and Lurkers coming from everywhere. He's got a ton of army. The High Templar count here for our guy is not hot. He's running with the High Templar, but I don't know. Reinforcing Zealots and Dragoons are coming in here, but there are no Defilers in this army. So a Dragoon, Zealot, High Templar comp is going to be fantastic here. As long as he has enough High Templar to keep those storms coming, you know. And Production Tab says he is making a High Templar. Adrenal's on the way. If these Lings had Adrenal and +1 melee attack, they'd be a lot scarier, but that +1 got canceled and denied. And I don't see another Evolution Chamber. Oh, there is one here, but it's silent. At the third base, it is silent. Vandal! Vandal's APM's up to 385. Terror's up to over 400 now. There you go. Now he's got stuff to do. So he's going to spike that APM back up again. Oh, Terror with the drops, though. He is on the list of Zerg players who know how to drop in a ZVP to great effect. Here we go. Unloading the Hydras, the Lurkers. Sending Zealots and High Templar in to deal with this is your best bet, but there's no Defilers with this group. Oh, so the Dragoons are actually going to be really effective here as well. What's this guy doing? You got a Storm, buddy? No, they do not have Storms. Yeah, going to have to bring more Dragoons in to deal with this. Plus, Terror's coming down to the 6 o'clock base to try to wipe that one out too. Again, no Defilers here. He lost his Defiler Mound. I don't know if he's rebuilt it. These Lings have +1, but imagine if they had +2. I'm not sure that it matters in this particular battle. But Terror with the drops, it's still here. It's a 4-kill Hydra, putting in some work. Killing probes, knocking Vandal down to 51 workers, which is way better than the 32 that Terror has. Can he save this? No. Adrenal Lings say absolutely not. You don't get this Nexus. Bam, down. Huge. This is a great game. This is some really, really nice back and forth play by both of these players. I'm extremely impressed. Oh, yeah. So, taking stock. 130 to 81 supply in favor of Vandal right now. Looking good. Do we have Defilers yet? Has Terror been like, who needs a Defiler Mound? He hasn't even retaken his main. It makes sense to do that. He's got 1,600 gas there. He's got a bunch of minerals here, like a lot of minerals. Definitely worth it to retake this. Maybe he doesn't feel like he can defend it adequately, though. Is he not building a new Defiler Mound? That's the thing. If the Hive had died, it would have really set Terror back a million years. Oh, no Storms on that High Templar. Man, that would have been real nice to have Storm on that High Templar, wouldn't it? Yeah. Another big old drop. More High Templar come in with Storms, though. Do pretty well. So that attack chilled out a little bit. 6-kill High Templar, like 10 HP. Still alive. Oh, second round of drops, though. And some Lings running in to try to wipe out this 6 o'clock base before it gets rebuilt. It's not a huge commitment, actually. There are more units coming here. Dude, Terror from a very bad position is able to fight and scratch and get some really good stuff done. I'm gonna let this High Templar die to this. Yep. Brutal. 6 o'clock base dies. Dude, a 3-basing Protoss here. Not happy at 20 minutes. Not happy at all. And I mean, to be fair, Terror is not super pleased with his economic situation either. He's trying to pick off, I don't know, some more probes here in the main base. Maybe some tech structures. Didn't really accomplish that all that much. But yeah, Terror's decided he doesn't need Defilers in this game. He's not rebuilding that Defiler Mound. Doesn't have a ton of cash just to throw at a new Defiler Mound. He already got Consume, right? I'm fairly sure Consume got researched before the Defiler Mound started. I might be thinking of another game, though. I don't know. It drops again. But, you know, the more often you do drops, the more your enemy is going to be prepared for them when they come. Yeah, so I mean, one lurker up here with all of 13 HP, not really a big concern. Once again, just trying to hold on. How many storms do you need to handle this? Well, there's a DT down here, too. Ah! High Templar didn't even get a single storm off. This DT's like, save it. Oh, taking the long way around, huh? All right, cool. And then Detection shows up. And the DT dies. Storms happen, but denying this base again is terror. All right. I'm on board. I like this game a lot. I gotta tell ya, I don't know who Vandal is. I probably should have looked him up on Wikipedia first before I started casting this game. But let me take a look at this guy, see if he has a Wikipedia page. He's got to. If you're taking terror to 21 minutes in a match, you gotta do it. Oh my gosh, this is not. Yeah, I don't know who this is. I don't know that Wikipedia knows who this is either. Weird. Maybe it's a Smurf name for someone we don't know about. Like maybe this is Bisu. Maybe this is Stork or Shuttle or something. He's playing this really well. Oh, dude, and these little one-shots on the drones, they don't trigger your units are under attack sound? 31 worker. Terror's not going to get back up in economy, man. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Good flank attack here. As Terror tries to come down, Vandal goes for a pincer movement. Left side, right side. He's got observers. The lurkers are dying. Good storms on the lurkers. And then the Archons are finishing them off. That was a beautiful engagement from Vandal there. Completely wipes out the Zerg army. Okay, there's a million lurkers down here at the 6 o'clock you have to deal with now. But there are cannons here. The lurkers have 2 armor, so they're a little harder to kill. They have 3 armor. The 1 is default, though. Okay, he saves this base. Dude, Vandal. Vandal could just win this game. 124 to 162 supply. Everything was dicey until this engagement that went so well for Vandal. Insanely well for Vandal. Terra's retaking the top left base that he kind of needs to win this game. The 12 o'clock's been okay. The natural base is mined out. The main base, I'm telling you, a hatchery here would be good, except there's a DT guarding it, which is a little bit funny. And no defilers. Like this game, wherein the defiler tech was sniped, and I don't know if Terror just felt like he didn't have the time and the resources to rebuild it. Oh no, he's got it here. Never mind. He rebuilt the defiler mound, and he's producing defilers now. Okay. All right, this might change everything. Does he have defilers in this? No, this is just a pure crackling drop. Thank you. DTs can't do anything. There's a million overlords here. Dude, all the gateways dying would be such a problem. Yeah, look at this. He's winning battles out front, but he is getting crushed back home. Losing all these gateways would actually really set Vandal back a lot. Archon's cannons, 1 gateway goes down. All 3 of these are in really dire situations. Oh, the Adrenalings are so good against the Zealots. The Archons are too fat to fit between these lines, between these gateways, but he does save. Oh, 2 gateways died. The rest of them stayed alive. That's huge. The DT manages to get in there, get a couple drone kills at the 12 o'clock and all of that chaos as well. Yeah, man, this Vandal guy, I gotta figure out who this is. I'm gonna look it up on the Smurf name list. This gotta be somebody we know. This is not a random Korean scrub who can take Terror to 23 minutes like this. His DT attack at 14 minutes was insanely good. That alone was great. His defense is okay. Some of his positional attacks have been amazing. Once again, more Lings coming in. They've got a Defiler this time, though. High Templar doesn't know. He gets... Okay, he does. He gets a gorgeous storm off there. Oh, another great storm. Did the Defiler die too? I think it did. Pushing up. Archon's in the middle of the Dark Storm, fighting against the Lings. The splash damage doing what it can, and GG. Terror taps out, and Vandal is your winner in 24 minutes. This is why I love casting StarCraft, is for the upsets. They're fun. I promise you, when I clicked on this game and I was like, oh, this looks like a pretty good macros EVP, I did not think that Vandal had any chance to win this thing. I didn't. I was like, Terror's an amazing Zerg player. Vandal, I don't know who this is, and searching Wikipedia for him certainly didn't help. And then he comes away on top. I cannot tell you how happy I am about that. Like, just the sheer audacity, the odds that this player here, who I don't know anything about, was going to come into this game and do awesome stuff. Was going to get the win. All right, so we're going to search. I know everybody loves it when Falcon does stuff on the internet while he's casting, but hit that like button if you haven't already, because that was an insanely good game. And it makes me sad because most people aren't going to watch this one, because they're going to have the same reaction I did. I can't blame them for it. You look at this game and go, Terror versus Vandal. I don't know who Vandal is. He can't possibly win. Why would I watch Terror curb stomp someone? And that's exactly not what this is. I must give it a more interesting title in some way. I don't know. Maybe show DTs wiping out the main, and then people are like, oh, this is more interesting than I thought it was. I'll go for that, maybe. Maybe that's what I need to do. Either way, I mean, that was amazing. That was truly an amazing ZVP. I don't know if I'm getting him an epic tag, but great plays. And I think Terror just made the big mistake of, he lost his Defiler mount and just didn't replace it until way later, and too late, right? He got some Dark Swarms up, but not really in time to help anything. He never got Plague. That would have taken too long to research too. Plague would have helped immensely here. Yeah, I mean, if you're Vandal, maybe you just kind of figure out what you need to do here as Mass Zealot. Right? Because if there's no Plague, Mass Zealot just kind of crushes everything, you know? Bring some Storm along too, yeah, for just big packs of Lings. But everything else, Zealot just they eat everything. They can defend your bases, they can attack enemy bases, they're great. Yeah, killing this base too is also huge, right? Vandal wiping out this top left while wiping out the main. Two things at once. This has got to be a fantastic someone. I cannot believe this player is not even on the Smurf list for Smurf names for well-known StarCraft players. Crazy. 176,000 points for Vandal, 146,000 points from Terror. Just a great display. Ended up out-killing the Zerg player 5-1. 5-1 kill death ratio. That's going to do it. Buildings raised 25-7, and then just, yeah, getting outspent by the Zerg player by only 500 resources is going to be enough for the Protoss to win. That was delicioso. Delicioso. Well done. Well done indeed. All right, cool. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. And a really, really fun underdog coming out on top match. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.